Guess what, everybody? There are more numbers that just don't seem to add up like they should be doing, and that's because people are actually crunching the numbers for AMC stock. In addition to that, there's some news of some things that's trying to be pushed forward from the SEC side, and that's pretty exciting. It's a little bit concerning, but we'll go ahead and explain that in just a second. I want to say a quick shout out, thank you to my Patreon supporters, all of you guys that have been showing your love and support. It does mean a lot to me. We're getting very close to hitting our first 100 monthly goal. Excuse me, I do have throat problems sometimes, so I apologize about that. And also, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion, it's my own research, and I encourage you guys to go do your own research as well. Again, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so taking a look at things, we're going to try and run through this really quickly for you. We got AMC stock has closed out on the day, closing out above $40. This was really important. A lot of people were concerned about if it was going to drop below because of how many options contracts were out in the money, and that would have caused a huge amount of money to go over towards the market makers. So good news is it closed above $40. Would have been amazing if it would have closed above $41 as well, but it did at least close above 40, up 1.67% for the day. In after hours, it is slightly down. We do have volume here, still pretty mediocre by comparison of everything else, 45.744. So when we actually zoom out here towards when these big runs were, it was exponentially higher during those time frames. We're starting to make that run back up here. Next major level resistance from a Fibonacci side is going to be at $44.46. Getting above that will be a nice psychological play for sure, and we still have strong level support at $35.68. Moving on, we have 450,000 shares available to borrow. The ETF shares available to borrow continues to go up. This is at 6.4 million shares now. Just absolutely insane how much is getting involved with the ETF side. And then looking at the fee rate, it was at 0.7. It went up to 0.8 today. Then at the very end here, it dropped down to 0.7 again. And as you guys can see, just how much was really on the table here. It was 261,000 call options out of the money. We do have some that moved over here. So at the $40 strike price, we can see that there were 43,666. Ooh, that's evil for that last part. Well, I mean, technically you got 43,000 in front of it, right? Anyways, so a lot of shares, and that actually did close out in the money, so that was quite good. As you guys can see, if it would have gone to the $41 strike price, that would have been 69,730. That would have been much nicer, right? Much nicer. And then just moving on from here, we can also see that the dark pool data reported for yesterday still above 60% at 60.5%. Looks like they've been trying to progressively drop it down, but still over 60%. Dark pool data shows 10.3 million shares, $421 million. In addition to that, we can also see posted over here some pretty interesting analytical data. This is, as promised, I hereby issue a strong buy signal for AMC based on 6 pivotal run-up turning points in 2021. The bottom is $37.04 based on a 100-day EMA, and not financial advice for observational purposes, only historical evidence below. So absolutely awesome to see this referencing for the 100 EMA. We can see these different instances, and it looks like there's a little run up there. That had a little bit of a run up going on there. And then this was a huge run up. We had another nice little push up there before a correction back down. And then now we've got another opportunity to have that big upswing once again. This is from User of Intellect on Twitter. If you want to check me out on Twitter, I'm at CryptoAtlasYT. Some other things we have here. Excuse me. Some of you saw me live go through SEC documents yesterday, and I can in fact add failure to delivers together. In 2008, the SEC already knew that a backlog of failure to delivers was going to crash the market eventually. AMC has had 31 billion volume since 2017. Turns out to an average of 530 million volume per month for 5 years. That's crazy. That's like all the shares of AMC being traded every single month, 5 years in a row. It says, I'm not going to do a huge write-up on this as I did the live research yesterday for those who watched me add to my post as I read the document, but I will leave the post linked here as well as the SEC link to this document that lays out exactly how all this crime is being committed. I'm still in shock that I found the holy grail for what the hedgies do. This document looks to me like something the Lehman Brothers lawyers would have put together after being granted discovery privileges in the case of their stock being shorted to the ground. That may be the perfect example of retaliatory behavior in Wall Street. and too long didn't read. We know of 381 million failure to delivers for AMC, and likely this number is very low considering the amount of crime involved, more than the existing shares have traded every month for 5 years on average. That's absolutely ridiculous and a huge indicator of crime and naked shorting. And then also the failure to deliver's backlog in the whole market mean a lot of short sellers are seriously screwed when the books start getting cleaned and failure to delivers have to be delivered that have been sitting there for 20 years. AMC to the next universe, let's go. I feel like Rick from Rick and Morty to scream that. Let's go! You know, beware of accounts citing cumulative or aggregate. They are bot accounts. Searching those accounts comments is how I found these documents. Imagine that. So roughly 5 years of naked shorting looking like this. Failure to delivers. Side effects of hiding the delivery status of 96% of trades. This is posted by Digital Soldier 1776 through the AMC stock subreddit. I'll have a link in the description for you guys on that. Then also right here. This right here is all confirmation bias you need. That they're crapping their pants right now. They're requesting immediate change of rules so they can restrict and apply trading suspension. They're aiming directly at AMC/GME of the stocks they want. Well, guess what? Not going to happen, right? So the SEC, this highlights as just was mentioned, but to elaborate on it a little bit further, this person describes it very well. Clarification behind the new rule. They will shut down the markets and or affiliate markets for a maximum of 2 days in the event they sense manipulation affecting the public interest for an impediment to a free and fair market. The wording in this rule is aimed at shutting down the affiliate exchanges, aka dark pools. They know payment for order flow is already an issue. This is a second to last puzzle piece. So if you can shut down the dark pools for like 2 days, there's an opportunity here where all the purchases people are doing will actually go to the lit market and we'll actually see the price go up for things, right? So that would be absolutely huge and incredible, especially if they get rid of the payment for order flow. And then lastly here, as far as the Ortex reports go, Ortex guy here with your daily update. Things starting to look similar to how they did before the previous 100% run up. I'm guessing a few more hedgies being prompted to exit soon. Current mood, hedgy, you kick the can, I buy more stock. I'm glad this didn't moon in January. So as you guys can see from this, it's still saying that the short interest is less than 20%, suggesting that it's 17.67%. But we're having a nice little push-up run right here, which fits pretty well in line in tandem with what User of Intellect is saying. A lot of stuff in play that's just suggesting we're looking really, really good. So this is not financial advice. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I do have referral links in the description. If you guys want to get free cryptocurrency or free stock, it's free money for you guys. And also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. It does help us out with the YouTube search algorithm. And click the bell icon. I go live sometimes. And also, if you want to become a Patreon supporter, patron, I do have a link in the description. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.